Yeah, boy.
The Trisbrina Show.
Show. Welcome, everyone. Hello, hello. What a week. What a week. We have been doing a lot of this stuff called Qigong. I've been doing so much Qigong, I need to sit down and hang out in a chair and do some Qigong. Today, we want to address a question that's come in during our 5-day Qigong challenge, the energy detox and reboot. Folks have been asking, can I do Qigong from a chair? Some are confined to a wheelchair. Some people can't stand for very long. Some folks like myself, I had a back injury way back in the early 2000s, and I could not stand for more than a couple of minutes for years.
Yep.
It's actually what led us to Qigong. So there are many exercises that can be modified from standing to a sitting practice. And that's exactly what we want to do today, is we want to teach you, well, I've got a lot of really cool moves from the 5-day energy detox and reboot event that can all be done in a chair. So we thought that this would be the perfect thing for us to share with you today.
Because some of the people that were joining us for the energy detox and reboot challenge are healing from an injury, recovering from a sickness. We actually had a few people in there who were recovering from the virus, are people who have like a permanent injury to their body. They don't have use of a limb right now. Or maybe they're, like Tristan said, something's going on where their legs aren't strong enough to stand for extended periods of time. So we thought this would be really, really helpful for those of you who have just been through the energy detox. Maybe you want to share it with somebody who's in this situation, or maybe that person is you. Or maybe you're in the Life Force Mastery Dojo and you joined because you want to get stronger over this next year with us. But you're thinking, well, what can I do during these first few weeks when I'm getting stronger and stronger? Thank you.
And we're so used to looking into our other camera, and I turned it on for today's show, and it looks like this. It's black and white, and there's no good reason for it. Oh, wait a minute. I found it.
Oh, my goodness.
I had bumped the saturation. Well, I like this camera better. Should we start over? Seriously, today is going to be fun. So we're going to do about maybe 20 minutes of Qigong. Does that sound good to you?
That sounds good.
Okay. If you're wondering what a dojo is, a dojo is like
I bet they were. I bet they were just sitting there
What's
going like,
dojo?
I'm just pondering.
I need to Google that.
So funny he just said that.
What is a dojo?
That's exactly what I was pondering. What is a dojo?
Go here to
That's
find out.
what Joe was wondering. Joe was saying, what's a dojo? I'm a Joe, but what's a dojo?
Is it a JoJo or a dodo or dojo?
Just to irritate Tristan, because that's something I love to do. There were these potato wedges that they sold at Safeway and back at the deli, and they called them JoJo's. And so I started calling his dojo the JoJo.
You didn't care for that. Don't call it a JoJo.
It's not respectful.
Joe says mine's Joe's Dojo. And I like that. That really has a nice sound.
Joe's Dojo.
Jodo. It's a Jodo. So the dojo, and I just put a link up for those of you.
Now you can't say it.
I'm good. I have Qigong, man. I can focus through through the disruption of Sabrina. A dojo is a place of transformation. A dojo is usually where people practice martial art, and Qigong is an internal martial art. And we have a dojo right here in our home. This is our home studio. And so if you go to satorimethod.com/dojo, not JoJo, you will not find it there. You will see what we have going on. For a couple more days, you can join our dojo and you can learn Life Force energy arts from us. So there's your link.
And you can eat all the JoJos you want.
You can have a lot of JoJos.
You know what's really beautiful about a dojo, a sacred space? We had a great conversation on our morning walk with the dogs about environment and sacred space, and how the place that you stand when you practice being the person you want to be and practice doing the habits that you want more of, how that gets ingrained in your body, in your being, and in your brain. And so no matter how small or how large your space is, there's certain places in our house, I'm pretty sure it's not just me, that we do the things that we're like, I could kind of probably stop that habit. right? I could probably stop doing that. I want to kind of shift that. But whenever I'm there, it just feels like that's the place I do that thing, right? So you can use those habits for your advantage, to your advantage, by creating a space where you meditate, creating a space that you do your Qigong, creating a space where your thoughts are really beautiful. And then when you are kind of not on your dime, go to that space. And you'll be surprised how quickly you'll shift into the energetic frequency that you are usually in when you're in that space.
That's so
right?
true.
It's like people say, oh, there's no place like home, because home gave them this feeling of security and being a part of things for some people, being accepted, warm bread and cookies, right? Very
Is that what
comforting.
you think of home? Warm bread and cookies?
Yeah.
We're in trouble. I always felt that way about a physical dojo. It was a time to leave one state and enter another state. And I knew that when I walked in, it was like a temple for me. And so there's a ritual where you take your shoes off and you leave your shoes and your ego at the door. And then there is a bow. You bow in and you enter into this beautiful place that is a fresh moment for the day. You enter in and you're like, all right, this is my place that's me time, place for me to transform and grow. And you can absolutely do that in different areas of your home. You could have that, maybe some people convert a part of their garage to an area for their exercise, or an area in their garden, or a particular room or a corner of the house, an area where they have their training materials or an altar, their meditation pillow, their yoga mat. And so that's what we've created for our students, is this place. And we have another studio downstairs, and we have a couple of parks we take people to. And that's the dojo. And the dojo is wherever you want it to be, you take it with you. I can go to a gym, and that's a state shift for me. And I'll go in and I'll turn it into my dojo. So anyway.
Is the sound good, or are we still on
The sound is
two
great.
cameras? Okay.
We are perfect.
You're saying it's reverbing.
Is
echoing.
everyone experiencing that?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to draw from a few of the movements from the event. And I think we're going to do about 4, 5, maybe 6. We'll see how it goes. Sabrina and I are going to move our chairs around. I'm going to back up just a little bit and share these with you. You ready? Okay, here we go.
Okay, are you going to have music?
No music. No. Well, you know what? We could have some music. Why don't we put some music in the back? Where are you going, Missy?
I'm just going to shut the door.
Who shut the door?
Shut the front door.
You shut that door right now. All right, I have some really nice music for us.
That was rapping.
So I ended up sharing this morning with our class because of that sound. Apparently I need a new cable, but what that represented as a metaphor is an energy disruption. So there's a little cable that attaches to the phone that attaches to the power of the music. And that cable has a short. And that's what happens in the physical body, is there gets to be a energy disruption, an energy blockage. And so what Qigong does is it clears the block, clears the disruption, and resets the beautiful flow and sound. Cool? All right. So you don't even have to get up for this one. You can stay in your chair. Now, I'll do this on a high stool so that I can be a little bit closer to the microphone. But what you want to do is have it so that your legs, I'm going to go a little lower, are mainly parallel with the floor here, right? So it's okay if you have your feet up on like a stool where you have like a little hook, but you want to mainly get them parallel with the floor, okay? You don't want them up too high, and you don't want them down too low. You don't want anything tugging on the spine. Now, some people who are in a chair actually have like something that their feet are in that keep them braced. So anyway, be in a comfortable chair. And I'll be up higher just so you can see better. And you don't really need to see much below the legs, so I'll just sit up on the stool. So the first thing that you do, What sound?
Go ahead.
Okay. In standing Qigong or Tai Chi, this means the whole family has to follow the lady. We call her the lady. Actually, we call her the cafeteria lady sometimes. So the boys think that it's dinner time. If Sabrina leaves the room, doggies must follow. All right. Take a moment, take a breath. Everyone will get resettled. Here comes the cafeteria lady. And here come the boys. Everybody has to get comfortable again. I'm glad this is a low budget production. We're all good?
That was cute for them to see.
Very cute. And
I'm the Pied Piper.
Are you happy with the sound? Yeah, okay, good. I have very high quality sound. All right, so you set an intention every time you do Qigong. You set an intention for what you want to experience or what you want to release, what you want to move into. So a lot of times, you know, it might just be I want to increase the vitality in my body. I want to feel more present. I want to feel, I wouldn't set the intention that I don't want to feel pain. I would shift it to what you do want to experience. So I want to feel more mobility, more freedom of movement, more pep in my step. I want to set the intention that today's session will bring me a sense of emotional peace. And by setting that intention, it really helps the energy to work its magic. Because where your attention goes, the energy will flow, not just in your body, but in your life. I know, that's a little meta, but it's true. It's true. So now when you're sitting, you just start to naturally breathe into your lower, it's called an energy center, your power center. It's in the lower dantian, the lower power. So I like to place my hands just here. My belly button is right there. So I have my thumbs around my belly button and I allow the fingers to drop below. And this area right in here is like the entry. And you'll see this in Zen when people sit meditating like this. The idea is to draw qi or energy into and through the dantian. Now the power center, where you're pulling the breath and pulling your attention, is becoming warm. So you'll just allow that breath and then breathe out through pursed lips. And as you're releasing the breath, let the muscles relax. Let the spine grow a little taller. Breathing in again. Beautiful. The first exercise that we're going to do is a light wiping motion through the arms just to get the chi flowing. So we're wiping up and down. Up and down. That's just to create some flow. Okay? And then we're going to just wipe down, get the energy flowing down the waist. And the other side, just getting it to flow, getting it to move. It's very soothing. Yes, it's definitely self-care. You love it on your meridian. Meridian is a channels in the body which energy flows through. You might even get little goosebumps when you're doing this gently. Feels really nice. Okay? So that's the arms. We're just going to wipe the legs just down. Okay? And also pull in and around. Good. And then just shake your arms free. Beautiful. Now we're going to practice a very basic Tai Chi arms exercise. You're going to have your arms a little bit out to the side. If you can bring your legs in closer, it's easier in a chair. And if you're in a chair that has arms on it, if you can be in a chair without, or if your chair releases the arms, that'll allow your arms to hang by your side so that you can float up and down. Breathing in on the rise, breathing out on the exhale, and flowing down. From the side, there's a whipping motion. We're just calming the chi. Breathing in, breathing out. You can see the circle within the arms. Flow down. Good. Now you're going to bring the arms up And this is pushing through the chi wall. So just notice this technique. The fingers extend out. You draw in towards your heart. This is called the heart center. You pull in. You open your chest, stretch your spine long and tall. Watch from the side. Flip the hands and then gently press. Now here's the cool thing about this Qigong exercise. There's a field of energy around our body that as we're doing these flows, as we're gently just getting things moving, that you can start to sense, at least this is my experience, that as I'm pushing, I can feel the energy moving around my arms. That's the chi wall. Now, some people feel that right away because they've been doing Qigong for a while and their energy field is very palpable to them. And other folks won't feel that right away. And that's okay. You can still apply the movement and benefit from the physical stretching component because look, you're opening up your chest, you're opening up your shoulders, you're pulling your shoulder blades gently together in the back. You're rotating and stretching the wrists and pressing the palms forward. Lengthening through the tissue in the arms, the fascia, stretch it. Reach through the fingers. You're also coordinating movement with breath, breathing in, breathing out, which is incredibly helpful to get into the meditative state. Unifying movement with breath. Now the best Qigong is done very, very slowly. So you try to slow this move down to like micro speed. Harder to do, I know, but totally doable. It's like your bandwidth is opening up because you're ever so present to each segment within the trajectory of this movement. There's a lot to it. There's more awareness when we move slow. We actually pick up where the hands might be shaking a little, where the elbows might be a little tight. The slower you go, the deeper you breathe, the more you bring awareness and therefore chi into the equation. So that's called pushing through the chi wall. This next exercise is very similar in the beginning. This is called Unifying Heaven and Earth, one that we taught during our event. You'll push out from the middle of the body, from heart. We'll create a circular motion. Drop it down towards what's called your power center. Lift up. And right around your chin, open your hands up. And you move through what's called the wisdom center. And let's have a little conversation about what could possibly be going on here that would be beneficial to us. Well, certainly we're moving the physical body and we're moving the chi. What we'll do here at the bottom is we'll open our hands, lift up, pull in. I'll do it with you a few times. Press. Try to bring a smile to your face, just being present to the moment. Right at the chin, open up, serve it up, and I'll just dialogue for you what I'm feeling. I'm inviting a fresh moment. This above is considered the heaven chi, universal intelligence. I'm inviting clarity. Inviting new information, a download, if you will, into myself. I'm feeling my chi body as I gently bring my arms through the field. And sometimes you'll feel it's a little sticky, and I'm just ironing down through it. And right around the rib cage area, doing the modified version of this technique, because standing, you will go down here and pull up. Now, if you can open your legs, you certainly can do that. You'll go down and pull up. But if you find that your legs are interfering as you're flowing down, you just come out to the side, scoop the chi at the power center, lift it up. Pull in, doing that pressing through the chi wall technique. So we're building on technique now. Creating the chi bubble and giving it up. All right, let's go into that dialogue now. So I'm in an open receptive state, inviting new clarity. dropping into my physical form, listening to the intelligence in the body, scooping the chi, pulling it, so just right here, pull it, lift it up into the heart. And maybe there's something I'm feeling right now. I'm grateful, I'm happy, I'm optimistic, setting an intention for an awesome day. I'm just putting that out. I'm broadcasting a signal. You hear me now? And then I'm staying open. So whatever vibration you're in, as they say, the universe is listening. Perhaps you can call forth and call into your life more of the same. If you're in a state of gratitude, guess what you're getting? More gratitude. More insights related to feeling good. Scoop around. Draw it in. Take your time. You don't need to know a lot of moves. You could just do this one movement until you get into flow state. You're doing it so many times without thinking once you know it, that it becomes a moving meditation. This is one of my favorite Qigong moves because it works the upper dantian, the middle, and the lower. Power, pulling it into the heart, press. And sometimes I'll start what I would call an incantation. I'm so grateful for my life. Thank you for all the lessons, even these challenges that I face. I invite the light. I invite clarity. I invite guidance. I'm opening up to more power in my body temple. I know that I am a self-healing, self-regenerating organism. Thank you for this chi. Thank you for this life. Thank you for another day. And then just let yourself settle in. Let's come back to that sitting meditation for a moment. And what's nice to do sometimes while you're doing your Qigong is stop. You could do a meditation here. This is a beautiful one. This is a beautiful one. But also like this one, just sitting. Especially if your arms are tired from doing that move, just rest them here and go back to your breath for a moment. Notice any shifts that are taking place. Notice the calm sense of presence. Notice maybe something energetically shifted and you're feeling more open in the heart. Maybe you're feeling mentally more present. What does that even mean, to be more present? There's a stillness happening. There's not so much buzz or noise or pulling you off into fragmented focus. You're just more here. And you might even be noticing something in the body. Ooh, I need to drink some water. I'm feeling dehydrated. Oh, I need to call my mom. I need to check in with my mom. You start getting these intuitive hits when your energy's flowing beautifully. So let's take a look at what we've done so far. We sat with an intention. Sometimes I'll sit like this with my heart open when I begin. Guide me, show me, teach me. We did some deep breaths, got the belly pump going, and then we got the chi moving in the direction that it loves to move, up and down. And we wiped down, and we did both sides. Yeah? And then we created the marriage of movement and breath with the Tai Chi arms, flowing arms. Breathing in, circling, breathing out. And then we took that into the next move where we're pushing through the chi wall, trying to sense that energetic field around us more. And then we evolved that technique into unifying heaven and earth. Open, receptive state, allowing guidance, clarity, integrating the power center, heart, sending out a message, broadcast. Going to have an amazing day. Hear me roar. And then bring it in. I'm going to give you one more. We took a moment here, took a breath. I want you to imagine that your arms are now forming a bowl, like you've got a big bowl. So just open your fingers so your fingertips touch. You've got this big bowl. I want you to feel like you're lifting a chi bowl or ball up. Go all the way up like this and pour imaginary light, like liquid light, on the top of your head. And then wash down. This is especially great for those of us who have tightness in our spine. Just open this up a little here, fill the bowl again. Maybe we're healing something in the spine. We want to get that info highway more open, more lit. We lift that bowl up and pour it on the top of the head, the crown chakra. I like to look up and feel like energy's pouring into the yin tong, third eye. And I wash down the energy body. And I feel the tingles. From doing Qigong consistently, you'll build what's known as big Qi. And, I get it if somebody doesn't believe in Qi or thinks it sounds a little whatever, right? Man, I did. I had so many ideas. If I was listening to a guy like me talk about this on day one, I'd been like, whatever, dude. Have fun time pouring that liquid light on your head.
What are you smoking?
What you been smoking? I swear, I would have made so much fun. I did. But look, I'm stuck. I'm stuck as a Qigong teacher for life. I can't get out because it's legit, man. It's real. There's this, like, my whole system is just tingling with Qi. I cannot not teach it. And I'm doing my best to make it joyful and fun and playful and very effective. One thing, now just park the clouds. One thing I know that I'm good at is just from so many years as a martial artist, fighting, teaching techniques and katas and boxing and grappling, and even teaching from a chair. I learned how to articulate things very clearly. My sensei, my karate teacher, was a masterful artist, and he forced us to be incredibly technical. Our technique had to be perfect, and our technique needed to work. And so I took all of that same approach into Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, meditation for years, decades now. And I try to do the exact same thing, bring the clear articulation of what's happening in the bones, the muscles, the joints, but also the channels, the chakras, and the centers. And just take this now and pack the Qi. That's more than enough techniques. That's a routine that you can enjoy right there. Just breathing in, packing, breathing in, packing. Of course, there's so much more. This may not look clockwise to you, but this is clockwise. The camera flips on Facebook. And we're sealing the session. And just take a moment, go back to your meditation posture, and you go back to that Wuji, back to that check-in, and notice how your state has shifted. When you're done, you can just open your arms if you prefer, or stay in a seated meditation and really reclaim, I call it reclaim your aim of focus, your aim of awareness. And stay in this, because now you've really resolved some of the disruption stuff that happens in the body. And you'll probably find meditation is very easy for you after Qigong. And you'll be so incredibly present during the day. And then you'll get up and you'll boogie, baby. The music just changed.
Oh, how did you guys like that? Those of you who are here in the chat. Now you have ways to sneak and do Qigong at work or anywhere you are. What are you doing? I'm just sitting here.
I'm just gonging, man.
Just sitting here.
I'll be gonging.
And also, if you're in the middle of one of our classes and you're on that healing journey, or maybe it's just a day that you feel fatigued, it's okay to sit down and continue.
I was fatigued before doing the session. We have been teaching a lot this week. And we even did what's called our marketing show today. And we have another thing at 7 o'clock tonight, which is in like 25 minutes. But that little session right now, maybe you even see it. I feel so much more lit.
Oh, you look so much better.
Don't I?
You do.
Qigong makes you feel younger. It makes you smilier. It makes you more happy.
It does.
Doug says, I am smoking golden light. Just a little bit of Qigong
I'm
goes a
token
long
golden
way.
light.
Dude, I'm token with you. No, for real. Like, this stuff is so powerful. It's incredible. It's a beautiful reset.
Yeah.
Afternoon delight. I love that, Deborah. Cool. Okay, that is our show for today. So for anyone who has been looking at or wanting to join us in the dojo,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I'll tell you something really quickly about this. The doors open to join us for our ongoing classes, but then they close again for at least 6 months. And every time the doors open, it's kind of a different invitation. And what's really special about this one is when you join us, not only do you get a Qigong class every week, a flowing Qigong class every week, and a fitness fusion, which is Qigong strong, Qigong with light weights and other fitness that is very appropriate for those of us that want it like more low impact, but with high impact results. And then one class a week called the Energy Trifecta, which is movement, meditation, and mindset. But this time, because we actually had quite a few people who aren't very experienced with technology, they don't really know about Zoom or Facebook or even how to log in and consume a course as well as they would like to. There is a bonus called Victoria's Bonus, and we're going to meet with everyone 4 different times over the next month and a half, and help the people who have registered to make sure they know how to log in, they know how to find the classes, to really take care of that technology hurdle that some people feel, as well as you get to choose any home study course that you want. Good morning, good evening Qigong, the flow form Qigong, happy healthy back, the art of Mushin meditation, martial yoga, movement medicine, or quantum transformation. And you get copies of all 6 days of the energy detox and reboot event. It's a crazy, crazy, insane offer. You should really go check it out. If you have any thoughts like, you know what, I really should do something about my health and wellness. I'm getting more stiff. I'm getting more achy. I need to turn this boat around before it gets over there. This would be like the best possible time you could ever do that.
The best time
and for
to
those of
join
you
us.
who are in the dojo, this is just going to be the most amazing next 6 months. We're adding specialty master classes that we're going to be doing, Qigong, the quantum healing circles, a deep dive into the map, sleep gong, QFT.
There's lots of things that you may not know what we're talking about, but if you go to this page, you'll see everything on there.
And we explain it at the top.
Except we don't have all the like surprise master classes we're doing, but there's more than enough information for you to get a vibe for what this is.
Mm-hmm. And I think from the time we're recording this, there's like 3 more days to get in, and then boom!
I think it's 2.
Slam!
2.5.
Okay.
Something like that. Okay, that's all from us.
That's all, folks. Who says that?
I don't know.
That's all, folks.
A rabbit?
Or is it a pig? Is it Porky Pig? Does Porky
That's all, folks.
Do
Got
it again.
That's all, folks.
We're made for each other.